The following is an unedited piece from somebody who gives a shit. I love you. Pay attention, huh? Alright, so we got a good sunset working here at Iliff and Parker Road. I'm on my way home and I stopped by one of my favorite spots to Piper Inn. It's a biker bar and I know the people that work there. I've known them for decades and it's a great place. And I stopped in for beer on the way home and met a couple of beautiful ladies sitting at the end of the bar and overheard them talking, and one of them said that her leg was hurting her and the painkillers weren't working, only the beer was working, and she was on Vicodin too, but she said the beer was better. And eventually I slipped it into conversation and asked her, you know, did she fall or what? Because she said she had 20 some odd stitches or 30 some odd stitches, and that's what was hurting. And I'm like, well, did you fall or what? She said, no, I have cancer in my leg. Cancer in my leg. Okay, this is a common theme, the cancer part of it, with a lot of people I'm meeting lately. So, without much of a pause, I asked her, I said, have you looked into some good Colorado medicine on that? And she looked at me. I said, what? I said, did you look into some good Colorado medicine on that? And she's like, what do you mean? I said, well, like hash oil. Yeah, and she said, oh, I don't do any of that. I don't do any of that. I said, honey, it cures cancer. I looked her in the eye, I said, it cures cancer. She said, well, you know, the smell of that and the taste of it would make me sick. I looked her right back in the eye. I said, honey, it cures cancer. And quietly, she turned and started talking to her friend about something totally different and just disappeared. Now you got to understand, both of these ladies, they were very beautiful, and they were dressed like they should be when they're going to a bar, and they were single, but they were also showing a lot of bling, okay? They had a lot of diamonds going on. They had, well, one thing that both of them had were diamond crosses for rings on their finger. Diamond crosses, lots of diamonds, blinging, I mean loud and clear. I am a very happy, very wealthy Christian. That's what it said. And yet, she wasn't interested in saving her own life. It's just unbelievable to me. You know, I mean, and I had already initiated conversation earlier, and we had talked, and everything was wonderful. And there was a gentleman next to me. We were all talking. Everything was wonderful, and we were on some sort of level there. But as soon as I brought up real medicinal knowledge, real possible cures for what ailed her, she disappeared. She left. She went the other way. And shortly thereafter, the two of them left. And it's unbelievable to me. I mean, she's going to die of this cancer. She'll probably lose her leg. She's getting another operation in a week or two. And she'll probably lose her leg. They're going to take more cancer out, they said. That's what she said. They're going to take more cancer out. So they've already knifed her, they've already taken stuff out. That's what this other surgery was about. So she's had at least one to remove cancer. And there's more. And they're going in for more. And my money says that she has chemo going on. And she's going to have to deal with all the repercussions of that. And the cancer institution is a fucking nightmare. And it's a fucking business. And it's got nothing to do with curing people. You got to understand this. The cures are out there. And I put them up on my Facebook page, Churchill's Truth Proceeds On. Okay, and when I had a second truth page I had to put up there. And I put up this information for everybody. And it's amazing. I mean, I'm sitting there talking to her. I'm trying to help this woman, and she doesn't want any help. She doesn't want to believe it. She wants to believe the reefer madness, and they're putting a whole bunch more of that out right now, and talking about people jumping off the balconies and killing people all because of pot. It's all crazy crack baby shit. I'm here to tell you that right now, and it drives me nuts. It's like the cure is there, okay? There are many cures for cancer, and I document them on my Facebook page, Churchill's Truth Proceeds On. Churchill's Truth Proceeds On. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember the names. I had to change it because I had to put a new one up. And but anyway, look into it, people. Okay? You know, cancer is not necessarily the end of it. And when I get it, which I anticipate I will, I'm combating it. I'm not even combating it. I'm taking care of it. I'm taking care of it with natural herbs, natural foods, natural remedies. I've already changed my diet, and I believe I'm more healthy because of it. I know I am. I don't get sick anymore. And I've always eaten a lot of hot peppers, and I think that has something to do with it. And I'm telling you that right now, just for your info. But please, if you're in a position like this lady, and you have cancer, you have to look at all your options. I mean, you owe it to yourself. I mean, if you don't, you don't. I'm not here to tell you to do one thing or the other, but I'm telling you what I would do and what I will do. And like I say, I anticipate I will get cancer. Everybody in my family seems to get it now. On my dad's side and my mom's side has heart problems. Well, my heart's fine, and I do things to help it, like chopping on trees and paddling them all over the place. And but in all honesty, when push comes to shove, I'm going 100% medicinal hash and raw food and whatever I got to balance out my body's systems and to heal myself. Because we can do that. We don't need a doctor to heal us. Doctors do not heal you. Medicines do not heal you. You have to understand that. Medicines do not heal you. Okay? They take care of something in particular that is part of the healing process, hopefully. But if you look into chemo, it's not all like that. Okay? And it does a lot of harm. A lot of harm. And I will never get my chemo, which is a fucking newspeak phrase that everybody knows. And I hate that I can hear people, I'm gonna go get my chemo. They say it like they're going to fucking get a Big Mac, which is, they're gonna be getting their chemo afterwards, so whatever. Or at least their insulin. But anyway, I'm ranting, I'm raving. I'm trying to speak a little truth here because it's been a while, and I'm on the verge of jumping out onto the river and doing what I do and living life again and getting away from all this madness. And I'll tell you, the more I see the madness and the more I communicate, and when I have one-on-one discussions like I did tonight, and I see the dumbed down response, and that's what it is. It's a dumbed down response. Okay? I'm in shock, I'm in awe. Yes, it's shock and awe on little old church. And it works. and I'm over it, and I need to distance myself from it. I'm ready to get on the river. My canoe right now is going to be in a museum, and I had a kid in it today. Life is good. Love is here. You know, life can be absolutely amazing and beautiful. All you got to do is want it. But by God, when you get sick, please, for God's sakes, man, look at all your options and use your head on this. And don't listen to propaganda from anybody. From anybody. From your doctor, from your friend, from Big Pharma, for God's sakes, from anybody. Okay, do your own research. Learn. This is the information age. The information is out there. The information is everywhere. Okay? And like I said, Churchill's Truth proceeds on. Check it out on Facebook. Okay, like the page and go dig, man, because I put way too much stuff up on there. And but if you keep looking, you'll find all sorts of cancer cures. You'll see cures for Crohn's disease, but diabetes, everything. It's all up there, okay? And it's all available to you without prescription, without any laws. You know, laws don't have to get involved with this stuff, man. You know, things that grow naturally do not need to be regulated. They just don't. But the reason the government wants to regulate them is because the government's owned by corporations, and they are going to regulate them so that they can get their share of your money. That's what it's all about, people. Okay? Life is all about sucking your money out of you, and nobody gives a shit about your health or about your well-being, okay? The government doesn't, Obama doesn't, for God's sakes. There is no savior, okay? You have to look out for yourself in that regard, okay? And you don't need government to do that. We don't need the government to look out for us and take care of us, okay? You know, protecting borders, you know, from the invisible enemy that gets created by the state is a whole nother nightmare that we could get into. And I could keep rambling because the bus ain't here. But I'm not going to do it tonight, all right? Because I love you guys, and I just want to say hi, and I want you all to remember this, because this girl, you know, she's beautiful, and she's got major problems, you know, with the cancer, and I know too many people in this boat right now that I can't even help, you know, and I'm trying to, you know, throw a life preserver, man. Throw a line out to them. You know I'll never let them go if they're on the river with me, okay? And I don't want to let nobody go here. Even people I don't know. I want to help them out. I feel your pain, okay? I know you're hurting, and I know you're dying. And for God's sakes, man, I'm trying to help, okay? I love you, okay? Spread love, people. And spread this information out if you dare, okay? I love you. Be good.